Hi, this is the Time for Children. Today, our scripture reading comes from the book of Micah, and Micah is one of those super short books in the Bible. You could read the whole thing in no time. It's a book that is really concerned with justice. And I'll talk about this in the proclamation too. Justice is a really heavy word. When you hear justice was served or that something was an injustice, you assume something really serious has happened, and that may be the case. But to get to the heart of the word justice, I looked up the definition, and it was still a little confusing. It said justice is just behavior, a judge, or administering the law. So I understand laws and judges, okay, but just behavior is almost more confusing than the word justice. So I look at synonyms and antonyms for help. These are words that mean the same, a synonym or similar, and words that mean the opposite or antonym. So synonyms for justice that came up were fair, right, equity. Antonyms for justice were inequity or wrong. Fairness is pretty easy to understand. Now, when I was your age, I definitely had a lot of concerns about fairness. And I expressed to my mother how unfair her rules were. And maybe I would have better luck getting my way if I had told her that her rules were unjust. But knowing her, probably not. I realize now that there are some really good reasons for not having too much candy before dinner, for example, finishing all your homework, not playing outside after dark, or whatever rules might be out there in your house that you feel are unfair. But just because we don't like something doesn't necessarily make it unfair. Sometimes we just need to understand a little more, ask some questions, and this is true for adults and kids alike. One way to have fun remembering a concept, especially a big one like justice, is to write an acrostic poem. That's the kind of poem where you write the word down the page and you create a sentence or idea by adding a word to each letter of the word you're trying to remember. Here are a few that I came up with for justice. Okay, so we're going to write the word justice down the side of the page and then come up with words that go along with each letter. Just, use, some, thought, comma, and it's okay to put in punctuation. Ideas can create equity. I cheated a little by using two words for the C, but this is okay. You can do whatever you want in your poems. Let's try another one. Justice, and I think it's okay to use the word to describe the word, uses small things in creating equality. Okay, one last poem for justice. Just unite serious thinkers, comma, inequality can expire. I hope you had fun with our acrostic poem, and I encourage you to do your own poems at home to see what you can come up with. I have the biggest trouble with the letter J, but I bet you can come up with some great ideas on your own. Good luck.